It's time to draft some M13. So, what do I think about when I draft M13? And I will be doing that a lot. I think about Magic the Gathering Goldfish and the price list here. I know M13 well enough to know the cards by heart, but I want to know if there are cards that have moved in value. And now that I'm questing for the mocks, I might even require a card to be worth more than 3 ticks to draft it for value, but I will still be drafting stuff for value, because otherwise this will become really expensive. I also have my M13 Limited Review document with my card notes on all the cards, and you will find a link to an probably outdated version of this document in the show notes. I do update it from time to time. I am just uploading this sweet thing, Gruul draft by Bava, so check that out. And uploading a draft from Bava instead of uploading my tournament that I just played daily means that I can play, because when I have to render the videos, they force my computer to do a lot of stuff, so it becomes really slow and I can't play tournaments. That is why there is such a delay. So I am thinking about getting another computer, so I can have one computer dedicated to rendering. I even did try that, but the computer proved not to be good enough to work for that. And we're off for another sweet M13 draft. This is my home. And they are giving me Predatory Rampage. They are also giving me Public Execution, but I am not passing Predatory Rampage here. So what's in the first pack? Duty Bound, Bat, Battle Flight, Encrust, Blow Ring, Public Execution, and Augur. I think there are a lot of arguments for taking the Predatory Rampage here, and it's just a fantastic card. So I will draft with it in mind. I will try to go green. And I love going green. A rare is missing in this second booster. There is a Duty Bound dead. I would, in a vacuum, I would probably pick the Duty Bound dead here. But I've already sent so many black cards. The Spider is decent, though quite expensive. The Bladetusk Boar looks very tempting here. Verdict, perhaps, but I don't want to be green-white. Maybe it is green-white I should be with this, but it's not a good enough card. And I think I'll pick the Spider here instead of Bladetusk Boar, just to make sure that there are no green cards being sent. Because I know I like being green. Oh my god. They passed this rare. What? I think there's a green card missing here. Well, I'm playing the 5-drop deck here, so I'm taking the Packleader. And it's time to get some cheaper green cards, such... Ooh. Okay, suddenly they get 3 fat green signs, but I get Flames of the Firebrand, and I can't pass that. No. I am happy to go green-red. I'm taking that thing. And, you know, looks like I'm a red. The correct pick here might actually be the Arsonist, but I have nothing to go with him yet. So I am picking the Boar, but I'm really expensive. Flunky seems awesome, but I do still want to cut green here. And Visionaries is actually a better card. Rummaging Goblin is a better card than both of them, but I'm taking the Visionary here. Hoping to get faster to my 5-mana monsters. I'm looking for air defense, I'm looking for removal, I'm looking for cheaper green creatures to go with my Rampage. That's also one reason to pick the Visionary. Though the Flunky is of course good in Rampaging as well, but they are they're very low at the low drops, so cheap drops is what I want. I can say a red-green deck with Predatory Rampage going 3-0. I'm only interested in going 3-0 now. That's why I will many pick less, because I want to make the mocks. These are all great cards, but it is an expensive deck. So I might be considering Farseeks. Definitely Arbor Elves are brilliant with Predatory Rampage. But I will probably pick Farseeks now. I think that the Flames of the Firebrand was a very, very strong red signal, and I think this Rummaging Goblin is also red signal. I will play 2 Rummaging Goblins. Actually, I will play 3 or 4 as well, because they're great and they can just rummage away each other if you have too many. But being able to exchange every unnecessary land for a business card is so strong that you should never underestimate Rummaging Goblin, because he's awesome. I'm going to make this draft file into one big file for the whole draft. I hope you're okay with that. Prey Upon looks like the easy pick here. I will want a Naturalize or an Acidic Slime somewhere along the line, but I will not pick it very highly. Prey Upon is a 3rd pick to 5th pick for me, so I'm very happy to pick that. I might hate out the blue ring here. It is a troublesome thing. I must have 1,000 of them that I've hated out. So, what's this? I think I'm taking the Smelt as a replacement for Naturalize if I don't get the Naturalize. Kindled Fury is borderline playable. Oh, but this... I don't want to see someone play this against my Predatory Rampage. I'm happy to play a Minotaur. I will never play any of these cards. I hope someone else does. And I hate Serpent's Gift, so I'm taking land, hoping that someone will play it, so I can beat the crap out of them. I have 10 playables after the first pack. I am way too expensive, but the cards are strong. Removal as 9 playables, because Smelt is in the sideboard. So, with the Rampage, I would like to play 18 creatures. And I only have 2 non-creatures now, so I will pick creatures a bit higher than removal. But as I say that, I hear that it rings pretty false, and I will probably be picking removal. You won't see me passing Searing Spears and Flames of the Firebrand. I might pick some creature above a Chandra's Fury, for example, if there is a Primal Huntbeast versus a Chandra's Fury. I will take the Huntbeast. And hello, Mr. Thragtusk! Well, there's a 5-mana monster I will play. Somebody will get the Flames of the Firebrand and like it. But Thragtusk is on my side. Okay, what goes well with Thragtusk? Roaring Primodox. I don't like that I didn't pick the Roaring Primodox. That would be awesome. Okay, now I really need to get to 5 mana somehow, because my 5 mana spells are awesome and great and fantastic and spectacular. So now I just need to survive till I get to 5 mana. And Farseek is becoming a very high pick. It thins the deck as well, so I don't count it against... I don't count it as a spell. What would I really like here? I would like 13 Flunkies. Would be awesome. But I'm not gonna get. I should stop saying awesome. I don't do that nor regularly this often, do I? So I get the Searing Spear and the Prey Upon, Voidstalker, Healer of the Pride, Public Execution. I think I just pick the Searing Spear here and bolt stuff until Thragtusk shows up. This is my 8th Thragtusk I've drafted in M13. So I've been drafting M13 quite a bit. Naturalize Force-Mate. They are passing me Talron's Invocation and Sphinx of Uthun. And I am now starting to think about ditching red or splashing red, because Talron's Invocation is such a powerful card that I could see myself being blue-green. But I'm not excited about it. And here I think the easier pick, especially if I want a lot of creatures, is Primal Clay. There's nothing cheap worth playing. There's the Naturalize I really want, but I'm taking the Primal Clay. Oh my god. Well, I can't really splash blue, so this is the turning point. This is the place I choose my deck. And I think green-red is stronger than green-blue, so I'm going to pick Flinthoof Boar over the Flyers, but I'm not sure about it. Not sure about it at all. But a red-green deck wants their Flinthoof Boars. And what has happened to blue in this draft? Battle of Wits. There's an Arsonist for me. I think the Arsonist is the pick here. Given that our 5-mana slot is so full, we have cheap removal, we need creatures for the Rampage. So I'm gonna take the Arsonist. The Hamlet-back Goliath is way too expensive. And now it will probably come and kill me. They're giving me a Centaur Courser to save my days. I'm taking him. And this deck is starting to look fantastic. I'm hating out the Griffin Protector. I don't like him at all. They are giving me a Huntbeast. So, wow. I'm gonna take the Bond Beetle here. I think it's a pretty useless card, but I have a real problem, and I just listened to the Mana Curve episode of Limited Resources where they said that sometimes you just have to pay those stupid looking really bad cards to have some sort of curve. And I do not have many early plays. I want Timberpack Wolves. I want more Centaur Coursers. Of course I want Flinthoof Boars. I'm picking up another Naturalize here. I have 18 playables and I really want 5 more creatures now. Or 6 more creatures, as I don't really want to play Bond Beetle. I'm probably not gonna play the Invocation. I don't like double Minotaur. That doesn't feel good at all. Gorgon, Muckwader, Baloth. There's my Farseek. And maybe I will first pick the Farseek, really. I don't want another 4-drop. The Chandra's Fury and the Muckwader are somewhat decent. But I am picking the Farseek to... I'm first picking Farseek to get to my... I don't like Krenko's Command. 2 1/1s don't do anything. So I'm picking the Farseek to get faster to my high mana spells. I do have an excellent setup with the Packleader here. There's a lot of creatures in this deck that trigger him. Actually, there's 10 creatures that trigger him. 9. And that's a lot. There is my Arbor Elf. And this Arbor Elf is now so important to pick. There's a stupid sleep here as well. I don't like that at all. Someone is having a field day with his blue deck. 20 cards. The Green Ring. or plummet. Think maybe the guy who's getting all these blue things has to be killed with plummet. But the green ring is such a nice thing to have in the beginning. How many green creatures? 4, 5, 6. Well, I'm at the 9 creature threshold. I'm taking the green ring. And here's a prey upon and another arsonist. And even if I want creatures for my Predatory Rampage, I'm taking the prey upon here just because it's so much more powerful than the arsonist. And I really hate the Bond Beetle. I will now cut the Bond Beetle, going down to 14 creatures. Another Goblin. That's awesome. That's perfect. He's mine. Yep. Fit nicely in the curve as well. Another Bond Beetle. Benediction. Maybe they should not be allowed to play with Benediction. Sign in Blood is a hate-worthy card as well, but no, they are not allowed. So 15 creatures, some removal, Farseek, Arbor, Elf to get to the 5 mana spells, Goblins to get to Thragtusk. I'm liking this. But I'm now down to 5, 8 green guys. I need another green guy. But I'm offered Battle Jester. And that's just hurtful. So I'm hating another blue ring. 15 creatures without the Bond Beetle. Though the Bond Beetle looks like the 23rd card here if I can't get anything else. And I don't really want to play a Furnace Whelp or a Vastwood Gorger. Do I want to play Fungal Sprouting? Is Fungal Sprouting better than Vastwood Gorger? Maybe? I'm taking the Gorger. The rest mine, Skull, Chandra's Fury. I'm actually taking the Muckwader here, do I? Oh, I could splash 1 swamp for the Muckwader and get to it with Farseek. And failing that is still 2-1. And now my curve starts to look better. But can I afford to splash a swamp? I don't have too many double cost. Give me something useful. I am thinking about main decking Ground Seal. Just to do something early. I hate Dusktail Worm. Okay, I'm taking Volcanic Strength for the sideboard. Because that's actually quite decisive in the Mountain Mirror matches. "70 creatures, 26 card. Who is getting cut?" We don't play Volcanic Strength. So do we cut this Ground Seal? Yeah, we do. No eagles for you, Mr. White. I like Wall of Fire for the sideboard. It really stops a ground-based assault. Prey upon, Arbor Elf, Arsonist, Ring of Kalonia, Farseek, Searing Spear, Crimson Muckwader, Elvish Visionary, Flinthoof, Boar, Flame, Centaur, Courser, Fire goes to the sideboard, Green Ring, Sentinel, Spider, Predatory Rampage, Thragtusk, Packleader, Huntbeast, Centaur, Courser, Flinthoof, Boar, Elvish Visionary, Prey upon, Farseek, Arbor Elf. 8 green creatures, one green creature too little to actually use the ring. But I've been known to use the ring anyway. though I'm not sure it's correct. And these are actually just 22 cards, because I forgot Primal Clay. Well, the one green creature I could play is the Wrathwood Gorger. What about dropping a Minotaur for the Wrathwood Gorger? He's a 5/6. I think Minotaur is just a better creature. Isn't it? Even with the ring. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green creatures. So how about cutting the ring to go to 9? How many people triggered the Packleader? Spider, Dust, Thragtusk, both Minotaurs, Bladetusk, Boar, Primal Huntbeast, Primal Clay. That's 7 there, plus the Centaur course, and wow, 9 people trigger it. And I think I'm gonna splash the swamp. So I'm going 9, 7, 1 like this. Okay, so we have 16 creatures. We have Predatory Rampage. We have something resembling a curve. We actually have 19 mana, so we can get to the 4 and 5 drops. And our 4 and 5 drops are really good. If we run into something with Mark of the Vampire on, we can't really remove it. We are vulnerable to flyers, except for our removal and our spider. What else to think about? How much removal do we have? We have 4 removal spells. I think that's decent. I'm not too thrilled about double Minotaur, but we do have the Packleader, and our alternatives are bad. It's probably Minotaur we're going to drop first when we sideboard. But I think this is the deck we're going to play. It is a somewhat weird deck, as it is a slow red-green deck that really try to build to powerful things. But once we hit 5 mana, and given that we have 19 mana, we should. Once we hit 5 mana, we can rummage everything. Just play business, draw extra card with Packleader, play Thragtusk, which is broken in itself. Swing with the Bladetusk Boar. Can we be stopped by walls? We will have a problem with walls, as we don't have a geyser, but we do have the ring. And that's actually a reason to play the ring. That we could be stopped by just blockers, blue blockers or white blockers. I think this is pretty good, and I'm actually excited to play this deck. And here we go. We are playing against Flay. And I'm still amused by my own name for this account, for this race. And I changed the account just to have people not see who I am through the deck lists. This is a 5-lander, and that's always bad, but I do have the Visionary, and I really need to get to 5 lands in this deck. So I'm gonna keep it, and I'm gonna regret it a lot, probably. And I hope I draw Rummaging Goblin. Din mamma, your mom keeps this hand. We don't want the Ogre of Skulls upkeep set. And I'm gonna play the Swamp first just to confuse him. Drawing one more creature now will create a Predatory Rampage setup. And that will probably happen somewhere along the line. Oh no, it's white-black Exalted. Always a troublesome opponent. I'm going to throw away Forest here. And I am going to trade, if allowed to. He can't cast Mark of the Vampire on the rats now. He can cast worse growth spells, but then I can Searing Spear him. Unless he casts the 2/4 thing, but yeah, that's not too dangerous. So I will be playing the Flinthoof Boar now. And I probably can't resist playing the Bladetusk Boar then to have a Predatory Rampage set up. And I probably shouldn't have traded there because of Predatory Rampage. Oh, I could have given him haste. Of course, it's not green-red. Oh god, what a mistake. Stupid 2/2 zombie. Yeah, makes me want to bring in Ground Seal. And he did have it. That's awesome. So he has Divine Favor, Wild Rebirth, and I am bringing in Ground Seal against him. It does repay itself. It does come back, so... yeah, we're just building towards the Rampage here. Hopefully the elf and everybody else will live for the Rampage. Okay, interesting. Wow, that's a perfect Rampage target. Yeah, feel free to try to raise me with your Divine Favor. Which actually doesn't feel too good. But next turn I'm rampaging. Or am I? This guy could be 1/6 wall, and he's only 4/6. That's interesting. But I do want him for the rampage. But I need some way to stop the zombie. So I think I'm right to play it as a wall. To buy myself time. New. So I now have a giant wall. And an unblockable attacker. And he has a Serra Angel, who is a super awesome target for Predatory Rampage, though I need the elf in play. So I'm playing the elf. Next turn I'm gonna rampage. For a lot. He will be forced to block, but he can block... he can block the same guy with everything, right? And it's hard to kill a lot of them. That's unfortunate. How big does he get? 7? So she can't block and kill 2 of them. And she will Or will they really die? Yeah, they will die. Tormented soul. Do I kill him now? Every creature has must block. I don't know if it's correct to block or not. He doesn't have safe passage mana, so this looks like a pretty good card. So I'm getting to do 10 damage to these guys. Oh, Tormented Soul can't block, of course. Got to bring in the Naturalizes. And the Ground Seal. Or one Naturalize at least. And the Ground Seal. Yep. Sarah, you have to block. Guardians of Acacia have to block. Yeah, this is not gonna do much, is it? He can just block the elf with the zombie, and then he's good to go. Except that he didn't, so I can destroy the zombie, which is pretty nice, and I don't die in the process. But the poor elf dies. And Sarah is still winning. Need a Thragtusk. Even the spider will be too late. So I guess I'm just losing here. And that's because white Black Exalted is a deck that I don't respect enough. I didn't expect to lose in the first game with this deck. Even if he blocks here, I can't kill it. So I'm just dead. To the Sarah. And I wouldn't be if I had had Naturalize. White Black Exalted, the deck I can never get to work. Okay. I never get it to work. My only 0-3 in like 45-50 tournaments I did with White Black Exalted. Ground Seal, it's pretty stupid, isn't it? And I'm going down to 14 creatures, dropping green creatures. That was discouraging. But now I have the Goblin hand. That could work. But this is not the way to get QPs. I'm not ahead on time either. He was a pretty competent player. And now my lack of 2-drops is really showing. Well, why did he cast the rest? And why did it work for him? That's the things. Oh, sweet. And I'm going to get stuck at 3, but I will have the thing that makes me live, and I can discard a Goblin here safely. He's hitting me pretty hard with his discard. And I must fear a Mind Rot here. So I'm not gonna get greedy and play... Oh, I will play the Packleader first. No Mind Rot, please. That's okay. Though a bit silly. Well, this game I should be able to win. I'll cast the Ground Seal. Get the Primal Clay. And now we'll actually discard the Primal Clay to look for the crucial 5th land. But I got the Searing Spear instead, and that is pretty decent. Though I will probably throw the Searing Spear away if I can't find a use for it now. Because I want to hit my Packleader Thragtusk combo. Yes, please hurt me. I have deserved it. This sucks so bad. But I'm doing it. And yes. Please let this guy live. I don't want to block into... If he has 4 open mana, I'm not gonna block here. Because I don't want to get verdicted. Oh my god. Okay, now I'm gonna block. Now I feel really stupid for having thrown away the Searing Spear. So let's throw away the land. See if we find double removal for Sarah. Well, that's kind of it, isn't it? Though it is removal that works as good next turn. And I don't think he wants to make the trade. Do we want to make the trade? Even if it casts a Divine Favor on the Sarah, it won't save it. Do I want to risk the Packleader here or not? Sarah is pretty crucial for him, and I don't expect him to block. But now we have this guy to deal with the Sarah as well. And Predatory Rampaging the track. No, I want to have another body for Predatory Rampage. I must remember not to attack with the Goblin if he favors the Sarah Angel. And if it doesn't favor it, maybe I should just play Spider and draw the card. This is bad, but it's not horrible. Unless... no, he doesn't have any protection for it, so I'm gonna destroy it. And I'm gonna feel good doing it. It's now 10. 10 toughness on his side, so I think I want to kill them both. He can do 8 damage, so he will be able to kill the Packleader. But I don't think he can recover from this. So I'm casting the Predatory Rampage. Attacking with the giant dudes. Possibly I should have attacked only with Thragtusk and let the rat live. Yeah, I should have. Though I think it is academic at this point. But he will be at 35 lives. So he might recover. He is blocking Thragtusk. That must be a horrible, horrible mistake. Wow. That was really bad. Well, I'm just gonna play giant guys and win. I think the elf is gonna get rummaged. Faith Mender. Wow. I like his deck, it's really good, but he's not playing it quite well. Okay. He has a 3-7 guy now. 34 lives. Well, the clock is starting to get important then. Okay. I'm going to play the black land. Okay, he has... Now I'm going to burn out the Faith Mender, which will be an awesome feeling. 1 damage to the Faith Mender. Right. And then we play the ring on this guy, I presume. And we can rummage the land. And we have to start to worry about us being at 9 lives. So we need a blocker. Should have played the spider before the attack phase to get the trigger in case he verdicts it. And he does have verdict. Wow. And he verdicts the wrong creature. Amazing. He just doesn't respect card draw. Well, if I win this, I will officially call myself a lucky bastard. Prey upon will be useful very soon. I am gonna throw away the green mana. Attending Knight. Fair exchange. 13 cards. Muckwader. I'm gonna play the Muckwader, but first I am going to kill the Attended Knight. Then he has no one to stop this. Yeah. He didn't fall for my tricks. Okay, I need to get the spider to 6/6. Goddamn, another Attended Knight. Okay, once the spider is 7/7, he will be able to do broken stuff. There's a question if I now draw more cards or not. I'm not certain I should. I only have 10 turns to kill him in. Yeah, I'm gonna slow down now. I am preying upon you, sir. That means that he doesn't have a lot of defense left. Yeah, that didn't work. What am I thinking with? But next turn the 8/8 trample guy will attack. And that's pretty good. So we don't really want to draw any cards, so... Yep. This is my attack. Only 30 minutes left. So I will now start to go quiet. Because I don't want to lose on time. Okay, 30 minutes. We do need the other naturalize. And I think the natural cut here is the ring. But the ring won me the game. Maybe it's the arsonist actually. Because I haven't seen too many 1 toughness guys. So this is what we're doing. We're going down to 13 creatures. Still relying on creatures. So let's hope we win this. This time, let's make no mistake. The Farseek is fantastic, and we will use it to get to the swamp. Unless we have to bolt something. Squire. Okay, we are gonna say bolt mana for him. Yes. Oh, damn, I'm good at this. 2 for 1 you. Okay, we are Farseeking the swamp. And gonna play the Packleader. And then just outcard him. And then use that card. We're not gonna block an attack here. Saving the Prepon for the Sarah. Maybe that's stupid. Oh, that is the Prepon guy we are gonna hit. Because we don't like him evading our removal. We're not gonna block with the Bladetusk Boar. Are we gonna block with the Packleader? Not sure. Looks very defensive. Then we're taking 2, going to 13. Well, doing 7 a turn must be a lot more than doing 3 a turn. I will block the soldier with the Bladetusk Boar, risking a verdict. Haven't seen any verdict yet. Possibly Show of Valor. But it's still him doing 2, me doing 4. I do have to draw into some business now. Oh, no trick. Not the Bloodhunter bat. And we can't really have a flyer flying over us like that. But we don't want to lose the Predatory Rampage. Because we need to save that for the Sarah. How close are we to killing him? Pretty close, actually. He's 5. He can cast Mark of the Vampire, and then we're just doomed. I think we need to cast Predatory Rampage here. Wish I had Trample. Sarah now would be disastrous, though we are drawing extra cards. Morkod Vampire and that guy would be pretty bad as well. Divine Favor is a lot less dangerous. Though it is still dangerous. Dead card. Told you not to play the rest. What could I possibly have in my hand with this much mana out? Are you going to attack me for 3 while I do 7 to you? Well, if you don't, you have no way to victory. This was a tough match. 2 games are closed. Do not attack! Well, he knows everything. And I have no defense against Sarah now, so he could sit back, wait for Sarah. But he doesn't, he chooses to raise us. And that will be his undoing. The Muckwader thing is really working better than expected. I will now double block him. No, I will not double block him. That will not work. Morkod Vampire. No, it's Sarah. But I think she's too late, right? 10 damage. These guys do 9 if he blocks the Packleader. And I have a blocker for him. No, he will actually win by attacking with the Attended Knight. And then swinging for the win next. No, it's 1 point less than the win. Right? Because I can block Attended Knight. And I can also draw into business here. So I'm letting the 3/5 first strike it through. Hoping to draw something useful. Though my direct damage spells are... He hasn't lost. Oh, but he has to give up the Sarah not to lose. And that means he has lost anyway. Yes! Whoa! What an epic battle! Whew. Phew. Really hard. Wow, and I made so many mistakes. And in 2 hours I'm gonna play another daily. And we're back. There was someone directed me to this article by Just Sin. Just Sin is an excellent pauper writer. And he wrote about blue-black trinket control, crediting the deck to Bromme. So shout out to Bromme, because Bromme picked up, Bamme, picked up the deck at the MTGO Strat and has been posting there. So, and he was first to follow it after we started posting about it. But now, let's not care about that. Let us focus on M13. So, Crisp and Dry, Dendrobate, Oxmodia, they are the winners. As are we, but will we be able to win again? I sure hope so. Getting the drops. Haha, woohoo! Longest game ever. It's not uncommon that these things go to time. Oxmodia. Well, Oxmodia, I will crush your dream and get my 4th QP. I have to go through you. So what could you be playing? Wow. That's a nothing hand if I ever saw one. But I will keep it because I need to have 5 mana and I have the goblins, so I'm motivating this horrible keep by the same motivation that I used before. Wow, all the non-good cards are coming at the same time. But I am curving, doing nothing. That's an excellent Flames of the Firebrand target. So I hope he doesn't... Oh, it needs 1 more mana too. Well, Arsonist, I think it's better to get the ring out once and for all. Windrake. Okay, let's see which cards we remember. Switcheroo was there. A couple of other cards. We took the Talon's Invocation. I am a bit greedy. I can now 2-for-1 somebody with Prey Upon on the Arsonist as well. So how long will I let this Velkin turn beating go on? It's pretty likely that he has a counterspell at this point. He must be having serious mana problems. Minotaur. I expect a counterspell here. And I guess it's okay. But no. So I guess it's Prey Upon on the Velkin turn this time. If he doesn't play anything else, and he doesn't, so... Let's just do it. We can't have this going on. Sadly. I don't like to do it. Oh my god. So I will have 2 Flames of the Firebrand him. Doing 2 damage to him and 1 to the Velkin turn. Green Ring is not impressing me right now. Blue-black. I don't like blue-black. Evil Harbor bandits with evil stuff on them. We saw public executions. Lots of nasty things going down, and we are drawing all red creatures. Cower in Fear will suck. Swings of Uthun is probably in his hand. Essence Drain. Guess that's okay. Hey, I like a green creature, please. Well, that's awesome. Well, at least I'm doing for a turn. But then Swings of Uthun will show up and everything will be pretty messed up. 1 turn to Swings of Uthun. He must be having a horrible, horrible land flood in hand. And Switcheroo is probably in it as well. And I pray to the gods that I get this win. Public execution is very likely. You can actually regenerate from public execution, so that's not very dangerous. Will you public execute? Oh, the fairy invaders, of course. Well, you surprised the shit out of that arsonist. Invaders. Yes! Now I really miss Chandra's Fury. And here's Wings of Uthun. And that is probably game. Yay, Factor Fiction! Rise from the grave, what are the targets? Velkin turn. I guess Rise from the grave is pretty bad. Scroll Thief Voidstalker looks pretty bad too. Scroll Thief doesn't. Which one is the worst? I think Voidstalker is the worst. Voidstalker is the best. So we're gonna move that there and do it like this. If I draw Predatory Rampage now I can't regenerate. I should have thought about that. Wow. And my slow hand made me unable to put him away. Despite him having an even slower hand. Flinthoof Boar should help. Flinthoof Boar will be awesome actually. As he will now attack with the Fairy Invaders. He took Rise from the Grave and Scroll Thief. But he didn't attack. That is giving me some time. I'm playing the extra land, so I will be able to regenerate. Next turn. But he will just void the spider, of course. So I'm just dominated by his evil deck. I haven't seen anything worth enchanting, disenchanting, naturalizing. I don't have anything in my sideboard for this. But I think I should have been... Oh my god. That was the second essence drain. So wow, he was really slow. But I don't have the tools to punish him. Wasn't that pretty stupid? So I could prey upon in advance and then attack. So otherwise I do 5 damage if he doesn't block. And if he blocks, the spider dies. But the spider will be gone anyway. So then he wins by Scroll Thief, but at least that's gonna take some time. But I die from the prey upon, so that's not a very good idea. So I should rather prey upon the Scroll Thief. Because I am just a 5/5. But I really needed something more. Some other green guy that I could threaten with. Like Thragtusk! Here is Bloodhunter Bat. His deck is good. But where is the Void guy? Oh, he threatened lethal damage next turn. Ouch! Do you really sacrifice the swings here? I don't know. I don't know if I like that. Because how are you getting... You still have the Void guy. That's a pretty bad block, I'd say. And he's now voiding the spider, hitting me for 2. Oh my god. Okay, is there any chance that I can deck him? Well, I don't think you are allowed to have that. Because that's automatically game. I wish I had Sands of Delirium here. Yeah, he took sleep. 7 cards. I do wish I had that plummet. Attack again, please. But wait a minute. Okay. Why not wait 1 turn? But of course I have to play a blocker now. And that will be hard. I don't think I have anything in my deck that works. So I'm just dead. Okay, so we know that we have to be really fast. Sleeps, Harbor Bandits, etc. So let's make the deck quicker then. And try to beat him down. Like this. And not keep a hand like the one we kept. This is an interesting hand. I think we'll have to draw into a forest here. And if we do, it's awesome. If we don't, we're dead. But it's the kind of chance I'm willing to take against a deck like this, because this is a really fast hand. And he looked extremely dirty. But now I have to draw a forest. And I don't. So I guess what I can do here is to kill the Velkin turn, or do I rather kill a Harbor Bandit next turn? I think I'd rather kill a Harbor Bandit. Or Scroll Thief. Please give me green mana. This is how the QP dream dies. Well, I know my blue decks. I'm gonna keep the pressure up here. And next turn I Visionary and hope to draw land to cast a Farseek. That's a wasted sleep, which is great. That's a sign of desperation. Land! No land, but I'm happy to have Thragtusk in hand. And there we go for the swamp. For a pretty great turn next turn. It's a lot of damage coming his way. And he's just taking it. I'm sure he has negate, but I haven't seen Essence Scatter yet. I think I'm gonna chance to prey upon Huntbeast here. As I don't want to get the Thragtusk countered. And of course he will Essence Drain the Muckwader, but that's not enough, is it? Yeah, there we go. Why did I even do that? Well, Essence Drain won't save him now. And we just overran him. Charge. Really skeptical to the Bond Beetle here, but I'm gonna use it because I think we really need to press, and that's the only way we're gonna win this against this extremely powerful deck. And wow, it's another 5 mana hand, but it has Thragtusk and Visionary. I'm gonna keep it again, and I'm doing the mistake. I can't throw them away. So please, please draw him into business, but I draw another land. But unless he gets Early Scroll Thief or Harbor Bandit, I have plenty of time. Yeah, there's a useless Bond Beetle if you ever saw one. That guy is not useless. Farseek would be just awesome. We haven't lost to the Harbor Bandit here because we do have the Thragtusk. But Harbor Bandit now will be very, very harsh. And there he is. Okay, we need the Thragtusk to remove the Harbor Bandit. But we could get rid of the Velkin turn. And the Bond Beetle is just stupid. But it does present an obstacle for the Harbor Bandit. Wow, Essence Scatter would just rock the world if it hit us now. Yeah, you do that with your mana, that's awesome. 13. Well, if he has a Essence Scatter, he's probably going to use it here. I am blocking if he doesn't declare unblockable. I'm blocking with the Bladetusk Boar. Wow, he didn't attack. And I hope to God he doesn't have Essence Scatter. And I'm casting the Thragtusk before attacks. Sweet! And let's hope he uses it against the Thragtusk, the Voidstalker. That would be hilarious. Yeah, I'll happily block the Harbor Bandit with the Thragtusk. And then let him kill the other... let him kill the token with his Voidstalker. It feels like pretty good. He's missing land drops, that's just great. But I need to put him away. That's a pretty good card. And it will take care of the Harbor Bandit. But I would prefer the Harbor Bandit to take care of himself. Are you doing this on the Bladetusk Boar? He's doing it on the Thragtusk. I like it. He's blaming my hands, but I'm actually very flooded at this point. He should probably blame my cards. He can now switcheroo the spider, which of course will suck. That's about the only thing I'm afraid of. The Fairy Invaders. Wow, Disciple of Bolas kills the Velkin turn. That makes a pretty huge attack possible. Am I letting him do that? Yes, he takes 10 damage, so... But he didn't. And I don't need to play any of these lands. Maybe one. Yeah, maybe one, because I needed 8 lands at the time. Swings of Uthun, you are not gonna make it. Scroll Thief. And Giant Scorpion. Okay, so what happens here? we still need to attack with everything, or do we? Or do we just attack with the Bladetusk Boar? But if something gets through, he gets through, so he will be at only 1 point of life. Of course he can stabilize with an essence drain, but does it really stabilize? And he's got to give up the Scroll Thief. That was the worst block I ever seen. Wow. Okay. Well, his deck was incredibly broken. That was a really horrible deck. But I think horrible in the sense that it was amazing. But I think the mistake he made several play mistakes, and his curve was way off. And that is also one reason why I choose to do this in the Swiss drafts, because you run into people playing like that. And the people playing in the 4-3-2 drafts where nobody should ever play. Because they are minus EV compared to the others. The people there are better. So you get more money for winning here, and the opposition is worse. And we are in the final. We are in the final against the guy who wins this match. And it's probably Dendrobates. The day has been going quite well, and now I am in the final of this M13 draft. This means that I now have a 50-50 to get a QP. So I will need to win this match. And rest assured, I will. Dendrobates crushed him, as he crushed the other guy on game 1. And this is always scary. So I hope my deck can do enough. Reminds me of all the times I've been 2-0 and then lost in the final game. But I want to master this format to be able to do well in the mocks playing M13 sealed. And that means I must play a lot and a lot of M13. And I will now crush Dendrobates and take this QP. Where the hell is my QP? Distracted by insignificant. This scrolling thing is the worst ever. Corset. The last thing in the world you want to see is your qualified point. I do have 3 qualified points for season 4. Deluxikov said that they might go away because there will be a reset because of some bug. That sounded scary. What happened now? Oh, Dendrobates, yeah. He got a buy. Alright, what do I have? I have a decent hand. This is not a bad hand at all. And I will keep it. Crushing Flyer deck. It's exactly what I should be able to handle. There is a danger of switcheroo. I think I will equip the ring here. Yes. It's another blue-black deck. And I will spend my turn equipping the ring instead of playing a Goblin. And then I will spend my next turn casting a Canyon Minotaur. And then a spider to get switcherooed. But he misses his land drop. And I am happy to see the Minotaur get countered here. But it doesn't happen. Goblin or beats? I think I'm gonna beat down here actually. Might be wrong. What a lousy way to lose the first game of the final. And he doesn't even have a blue 3-drop. Yeah, I will swing. I will get unsummoned, but I will hit him for 6, and then I can equip to the Huntbeast and play the Muckwader. And replay the elf. Okay. Devastating first game. Hopefully I will be able to steal one more game. Okay. We've seen the ring. Blue-black will probably play something else. I'm thinking of the naturalize. I will bring in one naturalize for a Canyon Minotaur. Let's do this. Yeah, I am the god now. I just get perfect hands every time. And that's nice. Din mamma casts Goblin Arsonist. Why is your mother doing that? Okay, Din mamma jokes are getting really old, but it's so fun. Oh, it's the goddamn rats! Taking the redundant Goblin. Not attacking into the rats. His third turn. This is his only black game. But that will not last. I really want to get this QP. He's mind-rotting me. And what am I getting rid of? I really love that Goblin, so I'm actually getting rid of a forest and a Minotaur. This is where he begins to suspect that Krenko is around. Cover in Fear would suck. But it's still just a 1-for-1. It's a 2-for-2, because I can kill the the goblins, or the rats. Now I want you to cast a 2/2. Please cast a 2/2. 2 to creature is required. Or you could actually cast a shade. That would be just awesome. So what do I goblin away here? That's a very good question. I think I need to play until I get to 5 mana. Black Ring. And that probably means that we have to kill the rat, because it will get out of hand. I'm throwing that land away. Yeah. This is really aggressive. But we don't want him to grow. We won't abuse this mana shortage of his. We don't have any game whatsoever. But if he continues to be screwed and we draw a green creature, now Cover in Fear would really suck. Uh-oh! Yep. I allowed that. I saw it coming. Thragtusk! So I have nothing. And he has 4 fantastic blue cards. I don't know who I'm trying to kill, but the second he plays a blue land here, I'm dead. And he might even defeat me with only black lands. Okay, he can now regenerate this guy, which is a problem. And I don't think even Thragtusk can save me now. Well, yes, okay. Why did you do that? And I'll just block if he attacks now, but he does have the... I think I need to take him out here. He obviously doesn't have any black creatures. And I think this is the last chance I get to take out this horrible thing. But given that he now has blue mana, I am in a lot of fear. Miss! 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 Miss Ogre Bolas! Miss! Miss it! Switcheroo. He missed. But it does have regeneration mana. Okay. That's interesting. What the oh, okay, so 1-3. So we can now... Cower in Fear, I'm gonna note. I will play this as 2-2 flyer. Waste his time with divination. I can start beating down, though he has so much mana now, and both his colors. Lucky that the other guy took the... oh my god. Mark, of course. So it's just a 3-5. But what do I have to handle that? Not much. And I did play out cards earlier, so I'm now gonna hold this land to represent something. And if it takes it, it's not the end of the world. I have lost both my goblins already. And this game is just lost. I don't see any way out of this now. Yeah. Say it like it is, brother. Duty Bound Dead is gonna grow. And whatever opportunity we had, we missed. His late game is more powerful than ours. We are just in a world of hurt. And now I can actually regenerate twice with the ring. I wonder if he will screw that up somehow. Can I actually do anything with this Prey Upon? Not really. Oh my god. Invaders. Well, I can 3-for-1 myself and take that guy out. But that's really not what we want to be doing, is it? And now I'm just wasting time for him. They should just beat down and I'm dead in a couple of turns. And now is the time I probably draw Predatory Rampage. And I can't count on him losing his mana in the next game as well. So I think this is pretty much it. Maybe the Packleader, I was just going to say that. Maybe the Packleader can find a way out of this, but he can't block, so I'm gonna take a lot every turn. Well, he can block the Duty Bound Dead. But the other guys are going to do 4, 6, 9. Well, and I don't know what I want to draw into. But I do have the Naturalize, actually, in the deck. I have no idea why I didn't attack with Augur. Okay, I now need a cycle of dudes. There's one. And there is not another. So, well, I guess I'm going to block the Watercourser once more here. Okay, now it's just gonna attack with the Windrake twice. Except that he didn't. Okay. So I need to block the Watercourser because he does a lot of damage. How much more damage is there? 6, 10. So I need to block a 3 power guy. Well, I could do that. But he didn't attack with that guy. So I'll block there. And I block there. And I do live another turn. And let the chain of trees begin. Except that it doesn't. Okay. Obviously he has some targets. What did Arsonist really do against him? Not much. I'm going all in on the naturalized plan. And to surprise him. Yes, I like to play first. Oh my god. Well, this is the win if I draw the green mana. And if I don't, I can still play the Ring, the Flames, and durdle around a bit. But if I draw a green mana, it's gonna be super awesome, so I'm keeping this. Why do I always keep stuff? Wow, a green mana would be so great. Forest! There are 9 forests in the deck. 9 out of... Yes! That's a pretty strong second turn play. And I think I'm just gonna equip the ring to him. Miss! Ogre Bolas, miss! Miss! No! Mind rot! God! But that will be a lot of wasted time. That is going to take the elf and the naturalize. Or that forest. No, the elf is... I think it's a huge mistake to play Mind Rot here, actually. I'm gonna keep Flames of the Firebrand and the elf. Yeah, I will play the elf because I can move the ring to him if I lose to Flinthoof Boar. Yeah, no Mind Rot. Only 3 power. Yeah, do 2 damage to me. And I could now actually empty my hand. And I think that is what I will do. Well, if he blocks, that would be super stupid, so let's allow him to do that. But what if you play Marks of the Vampire on the... I might wait and keep the Flames of the Firebrand naturalized, discarding the... No, I can't do that. But it might be true that the... No, I'm gonna be greedy here. I want the Flames of the Firebrand and the naturalize. But he will now Mind Rot me. But I'm prepared for it. And he still has the enormous Flinthoof board to deal with. And one way to deal with it would be to play a 2-power creature, such as the haste guy, and then I can get rid of them. Oh yes. My god, that's good. Yeah, come on right over, sir. I actually kind of hope I'm drawing a land here. Five, yes. Okay, then this is my plan. 2 damage there, 1 damage there. And I'm prepared to get Mind Rotted. No, I'm not prepared to get Mind Rotted. Because I will play the elf and equip the ring to him to work against Switcheroo. Yeah, he does the Mind Rot thing. Gets nothing. Please, 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 Thragtusk now. Thragtusk, or a huge guy, a 5 cost guy. That's what I want. Wait a minute, if he doesn't do anything now. What? Okay, new plan. Searing Spear, Searing Spear. Public execution. Will save his life. And he will be at 1, but I have one more chance to draw Searing Spear. Just one blocker won't do it. Water Corsair will definitely not do it. Yep, he's dead. Though unsummon will save him. God, unsummon will hurt so bad. Whoa! Whew. I am so excited right now. Magic is awesome. Okay, that's 7 wins in a row and 4 QPs. That's just great. Thank you for watching Magic Gathering Strat. I've been playing M13 and it went pretty well. Thank you for watching. Wait a minute. It's a win. We need to go to the win document. We have half an hour before the next tournament starts. And we should join that. Okay. Drafts. And the Thragtusk. How much is the Thragtusk today? We are going to sell that Thragtusk. It's 17 tickets. That's just great, isn't it? Play tournaments, schedule events. Yes. Pauper. Go to Pauper. Join it. Playing Trinket. Okay. Back to this document. So what happened? We played 13 draft number 11. Got the QP. We are gonna do a line here. This video is over, but I will be rambling on a bit, so yeah. 3-0! Woohoo! Flay played BW Exalted life gain. I ran into 3 fantastic decks. Flay is still playing. Those were the 3 best decks I've seen in one tournament, especially Swiss Draft. And I won every match by 2-1. And I like to think it was there was some skill involved somewhere along the line. Din mamma and now has a limited rating of 1656, and that's pretty good for playing one tournament and 2 new play drafts. Thragtusk, Rampage 2, prey upon, Flinthoof, Boar, Flames of the Firebrand, Searing Spear. Yeah. I'm above 68%, 68.21%. And there was a fantastic Thragtusk. I wonder how much I can sell that for. Maybe 15? Counting 0.2, I think M13 packs are still more expensive than 3 tickets, but I'm not sure. Let's look at the deck. If I can find it in this mess of a list. M13. I'm so confused right now. There it is. Let's check this for rares. I actually sold a couple of Flinthoof boars for 11 cents each. But I don't think I'll get that. My god, you're good, Thragtusk. You are my friend. Okay, there was no money in this. But I did get up to balance. I earned 13 tickets in that tournament. And I'm pretty happy about that. That was an awesome tournament. It will be a green thing noted there. And I will have to add it to my winning M13 decks as well. I don't think I will have time to go over the cards of the deck. Other than write it down here. So, what does the headline look here? Like this. And I was green again. I am green, red, splashing black for 1 swamp. Okay, I had 1 Predatory Rampage, 1 Thragtusk, 1 Primal Clay, 1 Ring of Kalonia, 1 Flames of the Firebrand, 1 Crimson Muckwader, and this was actually spells and creatures in each of the colors. So we're going Flinthoof, Boar. Yeah, 1 Flinthoof, Boar, 1 Predatory. No, 1 Garruk's. Packleader. 1 Farseek to prey upon. 1 Searing Spear. 1 Arbor Elf. 1 Bladetusk Boar. He's just so good. 2 Canyon Minotaurs. They are not very good, but they are decent. But Santa Corsa is of course a lot better. One Primal Huntbeast with no clothes. 2 fantastic Goblins. It's 9 forest, 7 mountain, 1 swamp. Right? The decks I faced were just great. each match was really hard. Match 1, BW Exalted life gain. Blue-black. He had enormous mana problems, both game 1 and 2. Yeah, that was pretty good. So, thank you for watching Magic Gathering Strat. I'm Dan, and I just won this Swiss draft and got a qualification point.